Hoo boy. Hello and welcome to Jo-ttack on Titan. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
And
Wow.
wowzer.
Interesting.
So,
Welcome.
Yeah, we are talking about. First off, we are Attack on Titan podcast.
Yes.
I've read the manga. Sam has not. No
Yes.
manga spoilers.
This
Don't you worry.
First time experience for me.
Yes.
Just a heads up for next week's episode. It's gonna be a little late because we have a busy week Sunday next week. So this is just they're gonna come out. They're gonna come out a day or two late.
Sure. Well, before that, because I don't care about that.
I know. I'm just giving you the heads up so I can get it out of the way. So I remember.
All I care about is, oh my god, episode 80 of Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
We watched it. I'm not even going to try and keep up with the, it's episode 5 of season.
Who cares?
Final
Just say whatever the number they have, they pasted on the title card.
It's fucking episode 80. I believe it was called To You from Eternity. Wait, I messed it up already. Hold on. It's going to bug me if I don't say it. Whatever. This is it. This is the big fucking one. I was really surprised at how much they adapted in this one.
This felt like this could have been a fucking season finale.
It really could have been.
Not episode fucking 5.
Yeah, technically it is the 5th. Yeah, the 5th one that's come out so far. So we have half a season. The rumbling has begun, and we have half a season left of the final season part 2. All right, I think let's just dive right in because there's a lot to fucking talk about in this. There's kind of 3, I guess, main things. Whatever.
The movie started out with basically a recap of what we saw the last episode, but with the added thing of the actual fight between Grisha and what's her
Frida.
name?
So we actually see more of this fight than we ever have.
Yeah,
we saw snippets of it.
Because I saw
in season 3.
I think we both saw it. Okay, they just didn't show. They didn't want to actually draw out the actual Titan forms again, but they did. And I think we both noticed. I saw that Frida looked very different than what I remember, and you brought up a picture and oh yeah, that is
Frida's founding Titan form looked really different.
It now looks more tying to the manga art style for what I've seen of it.
Yeah, which generally most of the redesigns have been very manga centric, which I think I've said is a bit of a detriment. I think they're mostly fine. I really do think that Wit did work their magic when it came to character the subtle ways they redesign characters and Titans and stuff.
Yes.
But so yeah, we kind of get this. We get the scene where Grisha's with Zeke again, which is a good scene, and I guess it was kind of good to show it again because it cuts right back. We have Eren is looking smug, even though he's still chained up. He's looking smug.
That Patrick Star tied up, chained up.
And so the one thing that that Grisha tells Zeke is he says, "Zeke, please stop Eren. You have to." But he also says he basically tells him Eren's gonna win anyway. I've seen Eren's memories.
Eren's the only one that gets his way, is what he says.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because Zeke brings this up and he's like, Eren, you are just manipulating the past because you have the hindsight to show them certain events, and we kind of learn a little bit later that's not even true. Grisha was looking at Eren's memories,
which I think is broken, or just peering into the future memories of someone's who getting that future memory. It's just it's broken of what you get, the inception of memories you can go through.
Yeah, so Eren does reveal I think I can't remember if he said it was 6 months ago or a year ago in the story. It's the moment when he kissed Krista or Historia's hand.
Yeah, we did see him have that face, I think, in that season.
So we didn't know exactly what he saw until this moment. He said now that he saw his own future in his dad's memories.
Yeah.
So basically, what is happening here is that Eren, so season 3 Eren, saw season 4 Eren. The scenes at season 4 Eren is telling to his dad, but from his dad's perspective.
Oh my god!
Also through
Krista's
Historia.
That's why he grew his hair out, because he had to match up with the timeline. That's why.
So yeah, we're kind of really playing around with the idea of
fucking time travel though, man.
Yeah, is this predestined? Because that's what Zeke's a little bit here. We're really spending more time on it than the show even does. But Zeke's thing here is basically were you just manipulating our father by showing him certain things, and kind of the takeaway is kind of no. Even Eren himself is getting glimpses to it. So
because even if he did see, he's still you're reacting to Zeke yells the Ymir to just do the sterilization process, and Eren just is freaking out and just rips his hand off to run after her.
He's fucking thumb. His whole thumb rips off, and the chains. I love this scene. This scene's awesome. the part when Eren grabs Ymir and he's like screaming, he's like you're not a fucking slave. I think that's a little bit later. I think
it's after the Ymir flashback.
But like, basically he's trying to catch up to her, and like even though she's already on her way, and Zeke's even like once Ymir's given a command, she cannot stop. And
it's like a stand.
Eren is like, hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Talk no jutsu's going to win. Don't worry.
So then we have so it's actually really clever, I think, how they go into this flashback.
Yes.
So this is a scene we basically saw already. Frida and Historia.
Or at least like another moment of them together.
I believe we saw like this scene, unless I'm just remembering the manga. But it's basically, it's very cute. I love seeing little baby Historia.
She looks like a stupid kid.
Her eyes are crossed. It's very hilarious.
I like just like that's how you know she's a stupid kid, and her nose is running.
It's very sweet. The scene where Frida like blows her nose. Very sad. I wish we saw more of Frida. Like, I love how much we're seeing her in this season, but like, obviously her whole thing is that she's supposed to die.
I wish we see more of her and Historia in general.
It's true.
Or at least get more stuff about her through Historia, like what she remembers of her.
But it's neat because like, so this kind of plays along with the whole idea of how like the past is mythologized,
and like the storybook kind of like the fantasy storybook kind of.
So Ymir, or not Ymir, Historia is basically like, what does ladylike mean? And then Frida's like, huh, and she's like, oh yeah, it's like this girl Ymir from your storybook, and then it cuts to like, so basically we get the big Ymir flashback.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting. I was kind of expecting to get to that at some point, but not like as like depressing as this.
It's really crazy
because like, kind of built up as like her, she's like the savior kind of thing, but like she's really is just a slave. Yeah, and
there's a lot of like really clever little things that we've been like told about the past of Eldia that get like reused here and like in other like meaningful ways. But so yeah, basically Ymir was just like a village girl, so like just a child in like a sort of isolated village society. So if this is supposed to be like 2,000 years ago, we kind of were joking that like Marley looks like Rome. Marley just is depicted like Rome kind of.
And then there's like, I guess like there's kind of barbarians that kind of just like raid, but I guess they kind of grew because of this eventually.
Yeah, what would you call them? Like, I guess it would be the Goths. If we're really if we're really like thinking about it as like this is like Germany, like if I mean King Fritz, like that's obviously a German name.
Yeah.
These would be like, I guess the Goths. I think the Goths were like southern German. Well, you know what I mean.
I know. Everybody has their eyeshadow on here, so.
'Cause what are they? There's like, barbarians. I guess that's the right term, right?
Yeah, probably the simplest terms to put.
Isn't there another? I feel like there's another. This is just like
raiders. They're just like,
it's because basically, like, obviously, our history of this comes from like the Roman perspective. So these people, even though they had these like complex societies, the Romans viewed them as just sort of brainless tribes of people, but whatever.
They're slaves. That's all. They refer to them as slaves. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, her town gets raided. Like basically, everybody gets like, their tongues cut out.
So interestingly, so she's raided by the Eldians. So
yes,
the Eldians,
as we learned.
Yeah. So which kind of actually goes along with what we were told about the Eldian society being like bloodthirsty, ruthless. Like that, I guess checks out. So King Fritz himself was like doing these like.
King Fritz is a fucking mad, fucking crazy person.
I would say he's a bit of a sussy baka, maybe.
That's more of an understatement.
But so
he's a little bit called fucking insane.
Yeah, so we see Ymir and like basically her whole tribe have their tongues removed. And then we have this very iconic scene. So there's a pig.
Yeah, pig gets
freed.
Yeah.
And we have every single other I guess they're not technically Eldians, but all the other slaves immediately point at Ymir and blame Ymir for this.
They all put their lives over a child's.
Yes.
They don't want to lose an eye.
Which is horrible. And so they literally say, like, Ymir, or Fritz's response to that is like, all right, you're free. But we know what this means.
The subtitle that the free was in quotes, which is really funny.
So we see her, like, running out, like, they're fucking hunting her down.
She had the arrow in her already.
Yeah, they're
on
horseback.
A shadowed-faced dog.
That dog looked a lot like a bulldog.
That's what I thought, too.
I don't think... I know this is a fantasy. This is like anime, it's fantasy.
That's why they censored out the nose so you couldn't be sure.
But I don't think bulldogs existed in, like, the year zero.
And plus, like... if you use a dog as, like, a attack dog, you think of, like, you know, like a German Shepherd or like
German Shepherds are like even more recent than that. German Shepherds are like,
but you think of that kind of dog though, like it's not just a bulldog looking.
Whatever. That is such a nitpick. It's not even worth.
And we were both very
talking about it.
confused
Yeah.
though when we watched that.
It was just hilarious because the dog looks so heinous and evil in that one frame.
Yeah.
He's like shadowed out, like you said.
like JoJo, if someone like they had to censor the gore.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Which also, oh my god, we'll get to it later. The gore in this episode is fucking insane. I couldn't believe it.
So yeah, she gets shot in the leg. She kind of like falls like down a hill and like ends up on like a very world tree looking tree.
Yeah. She has a moment where she's like kind of almost like gives up, and then she's like, "Here's the guys with their horses again." So she fucking.
He's like it has a cave, like a cave into the tree.
So it's almost like she's being swallowed.
Yes.
I was getting big season 1 flashbacks of when Aaron was swallowed. Like it was like she was going down a throat almost, but it was.
Well, Aaron kind of
tree.
also fell in some water, some like digestive water as well. But yeah, and then she kind of falls into the water and like it's weird looking like bloodborne shit, like a Paleozoic, like very like trying to think the word, like very primordial looking.
I'm trying to think of what I want to say here, but yes, I would say so too. It's like a very old. It's like something you would see in like the early ocean, like the Precambrian era.
Don't you would think? Okay, this is like an urban thing that exists in the trench, the oceanic trench. Like it's some weird fucking bloodborne shit.
Yeah. So it seems to like combine with her.
Yes.
And then we get the
or it attaches it, but and like does some weird like work on her, like needles or something into her. Like
yeah, and it goes specifically like on her back.
Yes,
like
spinal fluid.
Exactly, herm. So yeah, and then we have she becomes a fucking titan. She becomes the founding titan Ymir.
I thought it was going to be just like actually just flesh, but no, I thought the skeleton thing wasn't gonna stick. But no, that's her form, and it's fucking rad. I love the skeletal titan look.
I was really happy with how this looked because in the manga we don't really see too many close-ups. Like I think they only really show her like at a distance in like a big war scene.
Yeah,
where you see how big she is, and like she's like the whole point is that she's supposed to be like all of the titan powers, so she's like fucking humongous and massive.
Yeah, you don't really get that scale in here either.
No, but it looked like really cool. Like I love how she has like the exposed ribs.
Yeah,
that's a really cool
kind of
design.
I guess like the jaw type. I guess because you see Porco's design, like it kind of is like the closest thing you get to a skull face.
Yeah,
but you don't like get that with like actual Ymir's design.
Mm-hmm. So. I mean, yeah, you I guess you like see the skull of the colossal titans, but it has like it's just because there's no like skin.
Yeah, but yeah, it's she breaks out, but like you don't really see her like what happened. Like I thought she was gonna kill like all the or at least some of the guards, but it looks like she just gets out and she just be like, oh yeah, you're our tool now. Like you're a slave still.
Yeah, and
because of you helped us build roads, let us expand, and as a gift for a slave, you get the greatest gift, which is my seed. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Seed. So yes, she has 3 daughters with King Fritz, who still to the day of her death. So yeah, she ends up having 3 daughters, and takes a spear for him. Yeah,
because assassin I guess tried to throw a spear, and because I guess because you think she's gonna be fine. Then I remembered, I think you mentioned the gym when I was watching. Like, oh yeah, because Reiner mentioned that like with
she only lived for 13 years.
That, and you also have the will to live.
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't have the will to live, you can just die.
I mean, true.
Like you make your healing factor like not work.
Yeah.
Because that was 13 years. Did he say 13? You did say 13 years.
They didn't explicitly say it in this episode. There was like hardly any dialogue.
Or maybe it was just like 13. We assume it's 13 years because that's just when she chose to just give up and die, and that's why.
Well, yeah. It's regardless. Yeah. It's supposed to be when she died because that's why the curse of Ymir only keeps you like once you. Consume a titan. Yeah. You only live for 13 years.
Fritz being the fucking crazy phrase, like, oh yes, children, eat your mother's dead body.
Yeah, we have to consume her power, and so presumably those 3 titans or her 3 daughters who are named Sina, Maria, and Rose.
Yes,
Rosa,
after the walls.
The other walls are named later.
But so I guess does each of them get 3 titans from eating that, and then it just like.
Well, actually, so this is like total fan theory, but okay. Well, so actually, let's just talk about what happens in the text. On his deathbed, once the daughters have the titan power, Ymir says, I want their daughters to consume their spines. Or not daughters, but he says, have their children consume their spines. And then we see like a shot that basically shows like every single like named titan that we see, like all of the conscious titans or whatever.
Or you think an outline.
Yeah, we don't really see like total. We can like we can figure which one's out.
Yeah.
But there's kind of an interesting fan theory that I read once. I don't know what the basis was for.
Because I thought it was going to go with, like, if she just chose to die, and then the 9 just kind of, like we say, it'll just randomly pick someone. Maybe that's what happened.
No, well, this was kind of interesting. They kind of basically made, like, they grouped the Titans into, like, 3 groups, and the one was, like, Titans that are, like, I can't really describe it. It was
like attack, female, and armored.
Yeah,
like,
it was kind of
more
like
humanoid one.
Yeah. There was one that was like more bestial, which was like obviously Beast, Cart, and what else was the other one there?
Jaw,
I think, yeah. And then it was kind of like, we had like the
colossal,
the more humanoid one. But it was just like a fan theory, but I thought it was kind of interesting because it's kind of a fun way to look at the source material. But just I would say just don't think about it. The only thing that we do know is that Fritz did have their children eat their spines.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess, how it passed on.
Even though, like, they were very small children, they didn't have much, had long lived. But you go make more babies.
Yeah, because they were probably like teenagers or young teens when we see Ymir die.
The oldest one was probably like 10 or 11.
Yeah, they probably weren't even teens. Yeah, I think you're right based on how they look. But I do want to. So as we're talking about this, I want to talk about the whole idea of, so Ymir has all this power, but she still is a slave. She still won't like fight. She doesn't even consider like fighting or killing Fritz, and she even dies for him. Yeah, she takes the spear for him.
Wait, was it for him, or was it just like because there's the easier way to just get out?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just to die, because like thing of like kind of similar to what's it called? Reiner's going through, where like he wants to die but just won't.
He's looking for like a convenient way to die almost.
He doesn't want to commit suicide.
Yeah.
He's looking for a convenient way to just get out. That's what I kind of view it as. Like,
it's really, I think there's a lot of connections you can make to our existing characters with Ymir, because she's supposed to be this like progenitor character.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then that's kind of, I guess that's kind of like the end of that big flashback. So we cut back to Eren gripping Ymir, and he's basically like, you are not a god, you are not a slave, you are a human, like you're a person.
Yeah,
like you can fight this. Like
the world's evil. I want to end the world, and I know you want that too, to get revenge on like everything horrible has happened to you in your life.
Yeah, and we see well, there's this like, we hear the narration of Fritz, which is interesting because Eren is almost responding to it, because like the narration is about like how like Ymir had to do everything, whatever. She obeyed my command. She built all the roads, blah blah blah. And then Eren is basically like, no, like give me the power, like let me destroy it. And then we get the awesome shot of her like clenching her freaking teeth. I love this shot so much. Like one of my favorite panels from the manga, where she like we finally see her eyes.
They love drawing like little girls clenching their teeth in fucking rage. We saw it with the one girl with Gabby and everything.
So the one thing I think is interesting, and I don't remember how they do it in the manga, but they do the weird like eye thing, like everyone's eyes in the flashback are like clear or like they're not drawn.
I can understand doing it for her, but everybody else was just kind of weird.
I think it's kind of confusing from a visual standpoint, because so the big thing here is like once she realizes that she can, like that Eren can, whatever, Eren gives her the big red pill that she can be her own person. That's when her eyes appear. But before that, even when she was
gaslighting her to freedom,
even before that, when she and her people were like just assumingly free and like they just lived in their village before Fritz came, they all had that, and like Fritz has it as well. So I think it's just kind of supposed to be like adding more like mythology and mystique to the past.
I guess so, or
rather than having things just be clearly defined.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's a little confusing.
A little bit.
I don't remember them doing that in the manga, but they probably did.
Yeah, so far, I kind of wish we got like, we could have like more flat. Cause like you don't really go too far into memories. I think I always say this before, but like I feel like he could possibly go farther back into like, I guess her kids or something memories, or whoever had his power, like at least closer to that time.
We have like a very like presumably Eren realizes this some way. He probably is able to connect with her because he kind of understands her plight. Like he definitely, the reason why he says the whole slave thing, I think he's definitely playing on her insecurity, her like feeling about the world.
He's on that freedom copium like tube.
Also interesting, she is a girl in this form. She's not, because she was an adult like when she died.
Yes.
But she's like she's young in all of these scenes, which I think is
Yes,
interesting.
that's like the form she took.
Yeah.
And it showed her like crafting like the Titans in the sand and everything.
Yeah, we actually see her making the walls. That's the interesting thing
that's
too.
her making the walls.
Yeah,
okay.
we see her creating the colossal Titans in the walls, which is like a little foreshadowing for when the rumbling happens.
Finally. But yeah, so we finally, and she kind of gets good because Zeke tries to chase after.
Oh, that scene. So yeah, this scene, the acting in this is so fucking good. Zeke is screaming like no, remove the penises, like turn the penises off.
Dry out the eggs.
And Aaron is like screaming like you're not a fucking slave. Like let's fucking go. Let's blow everything up. I'll kill everyone.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
And then we seemingly like joins Aaron, and then we kind of come back to finally to real time with the head, and we see that primordial like thing,
the little parasite.
Like
they refer to it as like a parasite.
Yes, the one
in the eye catch.
Yeah.
Or was it pathogen or something?
Yes,
I can't remember the word they use.
Pathogenic like parasite.
I think that's what they
and
said.
it just like takes the form of like between where the head and where his coming out of his body is.
Yeah, so Aaron's spine, it literally extends from his spine to connect to his fucking head.
And it looks
just awesome.
Yeah, and Aaron basically transforms, and the rumbling happens as well while he's also transforming into this weird, freaky, long spine. I think it's like the one thing I may have seen of like the really long creature that he becomes.
Well, it's like it's in the fucking OP.
Yeah, it's flashing
also
OP.
Very funny. So when the first episode came out, it took us like we couldn't watch it because it was annoying. It was
because everybody was trying to watch it and it was like crashing Crunchyroll.
Yeah, Crunchyroll's crashing. So it's funny we didn't get to watch it until later, and I remember posting about it on Twitter on our like podcast account.
Yes.
And one of our like frequent viewers of our Attack on Titan was like, "Don't let Sam see the OP. There's spoilers." Because like the whole rumbling
every fucking OP had spoilers.
But I just thought it was so funny that they were like, "No, keep Sam. Don't let Sam know. It needs to be a good surprise."
The OP is literally called rumbling.
I know. And of course, even if I had watched the OP beforehand, I would have still made you watch it.
Yeah.
But I could not believe they showed the fucking rumbling, like that.
It's literally the entire OP.
Yeah. I was shocked, but I mean, hey, it's an awesome OP. I love it.
Yes.
But yeah, and also I just want to say, okay, yeah, so we see like basically where all the characters are, like the walls crumble.
Flock falls to a doom.
To his doom.
Peak, like, the wall crumbled in her peak, but Peak can easily just jump away if she had to. And then we see what's it called? Mikasa and Armin are also this weird bit that like Armin's like trying to like oh, Aaron won. Mikasa's like, what? I can't hear you. I was like, this is actually important. It's a bit. It feels like a bit.
It's one of those scenes where like it's kind of like in a movie when characters are like, hey, keep your voice down, but then everyone talks normally. It's like the opposite. Like the rumbling is supposed to be so loud that it's deafening to Mikasa, but Armin is not raising his voice at all. He's continuing to talk at like a normal level.
He's more talking to himself, as characters tend to do in this, but I'm like, this is like feeling a bit. This is like Peak bit.
When Peak had her hands, her hand bit off or whatever, sliced off.
Everybody's kind of react to it. I mean, Reiner tries to run to stop Aaron. Or no, she runs to Gabby. He runs to Gabby, sorry. I got that mixed up. He runs towards Gabby, which is kind of nice to see.
Also, so one thing, Armin, what he's trying to tell Mikasa that she's not hearing is basically like Aaron won. Like he says we won.
He says we won, but he's like something's weird because all the walls are broken. We don't need this many just to defeat our enemies. Like
because the whole thing that they had talked about in the last part of the first. Well, part one of the season was like this idea of a small scale rumbling.
Yes.
Where we just do like a little. It's kind of like
a little rumble.
Yeah, we'll just do a little rumble. We'll just drop two nukes.
Shake.
We'll drop two nukes.
A little shake. It's just a little shake.
A little shake.
We'll shake. It's a little shake. We don't need that wall. But.
Yeah, but now Aaron clearly has like. This is also interesting. I wanted to bring it up earlier. This is the first time that we've heard Aaron's goal. Because it's been extremely, like, opaque this whole time. Like, we knew that he didn't want to do Zeke's plan, but the moment he grabs Ymir and says, like, I want to kill everyone, that's the first time we've heard his plan.
The closest thing is just, like, when he point out to the ocean and be like, if we wipe out everybody, will we truly finally be free?
True, it's true.
And here he goes, flying away, I guess. And yeah, and then we
I'm
kind
trying
of
to
get
think
to
what else happened.
Aaron literally gets on a fucking loudspeaker to all the
He DMs everyone.
he literally
he ats everyone.
he adds
He adds every
he
Eldian.
does the at everybody on Discord
Yeah.
to everybody's dismay, and while they're all like also being horrifically like in horrific situations.
So this is like also one of the scenes I was looking forward to the most. I think this is like so fucking cool that everyone has this like shared
Aaron's voice
Pat's
also
moment.
seems different.
I think it was just a weird effect they
Could've
put on
been.
it because it was supposed to be him like talking through everyone. But I love this moment so much. It's like Aaron basically tells everyone, he's like, yeah, like I broke the walls down. Everyone's gonna fucking die.
Everybody outside these walls are going to die.
You're like, I hope you're in the walls, guys. Like, so yeah, I think it's just neat. Like all the Eldians are connected, even the Eldians that haven't like
across the water.
Yeah, that haven't tasted the Titan juice. Like they are all still part of the paths. Like,
we
they can
saw
still get connected.
We saw their instructor that we.
Yeah, we saw like basically all the living ones still. We even
Flock
saw
seems
like,
hurt. But Falco's like on the ground, like hurt.
We saw the ones in the what is it called? I don't know if they give it a name. The zone where Gabby's from.
Yeah.
We saw like
we
all
saw,
those.
Like I said,
we saw the fat guy, the fat drunk guy. Actually, wait, I thought he got crushed.
No,
by
he got crushed by a rock. No, we saw the armband. So you assume that okay, the people across the water are hearing this shit.
We saw another fat drunk guy from
to then narrow it down
from the border or from the zone.
But yeah, we see all the characters up till now essentially, and Aaron is like, yeah, good luck everybody. And so yeah,
it's also funny too. Yelena is just kind of like,
I
guess I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, notable absences are Zeke we didn't see in there.
Yes,
and Hanji as well.
Yeah, we did not see Hanji
or whatever's left of Levi.
The remains of Levi.
It's just gonna be a gag. You're just like, look, Levi, we're winning. And just like his corpse is just like rotting even more.
It's like when he was a baby, like as a little kid.
It's like Weekends at Bernie's, where he's like, this is my last attempt, and like Hanji just like chucks Levi's body. There's like a fucking the sword like wrapped around his hand and just kills Zeke again. Like. Just to become a bit.
Could you imagine? That's so fucking funny.
Gotta keep that Levi appearances up, even though he's fucking like not doing good. So yeah, I still. Most important person we've seen for the first time in I don't know fucking how long. We saw Historia.
Yes, we did. So we saw Historia in the paths.
Yes.
Also, there was kind of there was one shot too in the Ymir flashback where she was pregnant and there was like armies walking by that was supposed to, I think it was supposed to be
very mirrored, yeah, what we saw, the one flash to Historia, her being pregnant like on the rock, like on the chair outside.
Holding her big fat belly.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's gonna be cool. Hopefully it's a good thing for. Oh yeah, also notable absence is what's it called? Annie?
Yes.
So she's still in that crystal.
Oh yeah, we even saw Falco. We saw Falco laying on the ground.
No one's
presumably knocked out.
Maybe
he's gonna have to be talked to again.
He's gonna have all those awkward memories of Porco and Ymir. So when he sees Chris, he has some really awkward feelings.
I'm trying to think. Did Reiner get Falco? And then because we saw Reiner was running to Gabby.
Reiner into Gabby, but Falco could be with someone else.
Because that would be really fun. Because there shouldn't be anyone else.
I'm not sure.
Falco.
I'm not sure. He did come out of the Titan form.
Yeah, he did, but I'm like, because obviously like Gabby's closer to the wall, but like Falco's like, I mean,
he can heal.
Porco's dead.
Falco will heal.
He will. Falco's brother's dead, so no one's there to like grab Falco unless there's like a Marleyan guy that will just be like, hey, I'm here.
Sure.
Let me grab the child.
Did the one guy who's actually nice to them?
Margath.
Yeah.
I think we saw him like get hit by a rock or something.
Okay.
I'm not. Or
he was on peak, but I'm not sure what happened. Like.
Yeah. No. I'm not. I don't think we've really seen him. I don't think we saw. We saw a guy that looked like him. I think he like stumbled when like all the rocks were falling. But
I believe it. But yeah. So that's basically how the episode ends. So. A little crazy. This is like where I want to see like everybody like reacting now and like shit's gonna be going down instead of just I'm happy we're out of the Mind Palace.
Yeah, I was really surprised how long that was. Like in my head, I remembered the rumbling happening like right after Aaron like touched tips with Zeke. So I mean, but I thought it was great. Like all the Grisha stuff was awesome.
Yeah,
I was really impressed. Like I've seen a lot of people on Twitter saying how like this is basically the best you could hope for an adaptation of Attack on Titan or like source material.
Yeah.
I think the one thing I'm just gonna be a bitch about is the little like the Titan like organism. It looked a little weird to me
I
because
mean,
of CG. I wanted it to be drawn.
Okay. I don't think it looked bad. It's just the thing itself is just weird to me.
It is very foreign. It's like an alien almost.
I know, that's what I like this feels very alien-like, and that has me worried.
So, not to be like aggressively mean to the series, but it does. I think there's something kind of like midichlorian-esque about establishing this kind of like hard power to a something that had been kind of mysterious and like
I kind of wish if like she fell in the tree and it fell in the water, and then like, we see her transform or something like that, maybe leave it more vague, and then when we see like Aaron catch this thing, that's where you see that primordial looking.
I think it made more sense because it gave more context for when that happened.
I guess so. It's weird.
It is just really it's a very weird.
It's weird
moment.
that it's like an organism.
Yeah.
Or like not like a god thing. It's just like it's just something she found in a fucking lake in Europe.
Yeah.
An underground lake in Europe.
Yeah. To me, I don't know. I'm being a little mean, but it does feel like a midichlorian, a hashtag midichlorian moment.
Hey man,
but not as bad. I would say it's not nearly as bad as midichlorians.
No, but it feels weird. I guess that's what I could say.
It just seems like the writer he put himself in a position where he needed to like explain the origin, but he also, I mean, he does tie it in with the whole the connecting Aaron spine thing,
and it
which
looks
is
like
cool.
in Aaron's new form kind of looks like is like a Titan form of that now, where I guess he's going to fly, or like.
Do you see wings on that thing?
I don't know, man. I think I've seen that manga panel of it just in the distance. I'm not sure if that's like fucking crawling or flying or swimming. I don't know, or skimming.
it's doing a triathlon.
Yeah,
it's biking, it's swimming, and it's flying.
May as well get it all in while he's going across the world.
It's true. He's going for a gold medal for the last Olympics because he's gonna kill every other country.
I guess so.
Does that mean that Eldia would win every Olympics from now on if they killed everyone?
No one wants gonna like do this like fuck. It's gonna be the most depressing Olympics. Like hardly everybody's been like fucking probably dying during this whole assault on this thing. Everybody's gonna get trampled. Like
it's true.
Like literally, you have to live in the middle of buttfuck nowhere and like the middle of the woods, and you'd be fine, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the logistics of just having Colossal Titan just walk all over everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about how, because like a small scale rumbling would totally be easy to visualize, because they could literally just form a line and then walk across Marley and then like turn around.
Yeah.
But like if they want to destroy the whole world, like if they all like go off in different directions, then there would be too much of a gap between. They'd have to like do laps around the Earth. You know what I mean? Like, and
like they have to cross the sea, but like you know how. I guess they don't have to breathe under the ocean or anything, but like, imagine if they one steps on like the oceanic trench and just like never comes out.
He just falls forever.
Yeah.
How big are they supposed to be? That's something I always.
They're like the size of the walls essentially.
But the walls are only like 40 feet tall.
So they're shorter than the Colossal Titan technically.
Yes, they are. Just a little bit, like by a head.
And I feel like, with enough work and all this anti-Titan tech that we know that's in the world, they could probably like take out a couple at least.
So this is there's kind of a similar thing in Game of Thrones where there's a big wall. No, but George R. R. Martin kind of wrote himself into a weird corner by describing how tall and thick and long the wall was. To the point where it's like immense. It's like too big to like comprehend. But with this, it's almost reversed. So apparently the walls are 50 meters tall. How tall is 50 meters in feet? Because I'm a baby.
Asking the wrong person.
50 meters in feet. So that's 164 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have a reference for that.
They're gonna give Armin a gun. Or they're gonna get a peek with the cannon on Armin's arm so he can aim up in like the Colossal Titan form and shoot rounds at him.
So just for reference, because we're Americans, the Empire State Building, the Empire State Building is 12,000 feet tall.
Okay.
So that means that one of the Colossal Titans is like barely like 10% of that. So
not really impressive when you think about it.
Yeah, it's not like. I mean, the walls seem really big, especially in the anime. The way they are depicted really big, but like they kind of aren't huge.
They're not big, but they're not huge.
I don't think we've seen. Did we see any big city? We didn't see any skyscrapers.
No.
In Marley, so I guess it wouldn't be an issue.
We've only seen like we've seen the two main cities, and we saw remember that one base they were attacking in that beginning of the final season, part 1.
And that was kind of like an older style fort.
Yeah, we don't know what everything else kind of looks like outside of like Africa,
basically. But yeah, okay, so this has just been... I wanted to talk about the logistics of the rumbling for some reason. I don't know why.
I still think my prediction of like everybody coming together to team up against Eren now, like more than ever, is going to come to fruition.
So that would be... So we have the Mikasa, Armin.
We have Peak, Reiner, and the children, I guess.
Gabby Falco, who one is a Titan now. One is a freaking Titan.
One is a Titan now, yes.
And then
wherever Hanji is doing.
Hanji, and then let's say like let's put
probably.
Let's put a maybe for Levi.
Yeah, maybe Levi's maybe half because of Levi.
Half of Levi. Because
of
his height.
Yakapan is probably good with our main character. We have Connie.
Well, so we actually do see him for 1 second in this. He's with Yelena, actually.
Yeah, but so if anybody's gonna do something with Yelena, it's gonna be him. Someone's gonna do something with her. It's gonna be him, probably.
They're gonna become Titans.
They're
gonna eat Peak.
Never. I will.
How mad would you be?
I will quit the show.
That's the real dark ending of Attack on Titan that everyone hates.
I feel like someone has to come out alive out of those side of Titans in the Falco, and I think Peak. I don't know. I want Peak to fucking make it at least. I feel like someone on that side has to be like, I'll make it. We have to have Annie.
Oh, what about Connie?
He's gonna kill the Beast.
And Jean.
Hey, Connie and Jean are there. Gene's gonna be great. He's gonna be the one to fucking yell at Eren. That's what he exists to be.
He really needs to get fucking taken down a peg.
Not gonna end up. Hope he doesn't end up like fucking movie Gene.
Wait, what even happened? He
Remember, got fucking splattered by Colossal Titan.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, I forgot. I like erased that movie from my head.
I feel like Zeke is maybe dead, or maybe Eren ate him eventually in that spot. I don't know.
Yeah, he was like he wasn't in very good condition.
He was at ground zero and not in a good physical or mental condition inside.
So
and then we have
one thing I'm curious about, because we don't know yet, because we, as you said, we didn't see him, but like Ymir rebuilt Zeke and he was like totally fine. So Zeke is like rebuilt in the past right now. So maybe he's also rebuilt. Like maybe because like he needed like the Titan like to suck him up. So maybe he just had like the Beast Titan flesh nearby to, you know what I mean? Like
maybe, but I'm
just going by like what we've seen already.
I don't know, unless we get Pixis come over and just eats fucking Zeke or some shit. But then we have to see whatever Historia is doing, because like I feel like that's gonna tie in up. We finally seen her. We're finally gonna get Annie out. I think they're gonna get Falco. Like Falco, this is your first test as Jo-ttack. You gotta crack her up, but not bite too hard.
Don't destroy her. If you could just crush her a little bit, it's fine.
Just jaw her a little bit.
Jaw her a little bit.
She's a jawbreaker.
Just suck on Annie.
Suck on Annie. Just a little
suck
bit.
on the Annie cube for 12 minutes.
And then, yeah, I gotta say we have to go through Armin's whole thing with her, because actually his whole arc is basically like, do I have a crush on her? Is this Bertolt making me have a crush on her?
He's like, Bertolt is gaslighting him from beyond the grave.
And then we have the whole Falco thing, like, I like Gabby, but this Ymir person in my mind is telling me that I really want to fuck Historia right now. Like, that's some awkward fucking memories to have.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Ymir's like was horniest person for her.
Also, I have to say, I finally did like a frame by frame watch of the rumbling OP, and I didn't even notice. There's a part where you see Porco, and in the window there's like a reflection of Ymir looking at him.
Really, I never noticed that.
Yeah, he's looking at like at a window, and there's a really slight reflection of Ymir.
The only thing he ever mentioned of her was like shitting on her, and I'm like, wow, fuck you, Porco.
Yeah, and I think it's
maybe we can get more of that with Falco, because we can always get a scene where we cut the Falco knocked out, and you know, when he's knocked out, you can have those memories kind of like go into you.
I would love it to be like you wake up, Falco wakes up in a room, and it's like every former like Titan.
It's like the Avatar state. Like,
oh my god, literally. Oh, I would love if it was like that.
That's what I was hoping for, man. I was hoping Eren would give him like these more Attack on, like, have to be visited by like the ghosts of the Attack Titans, like Eren Kruger and like other shit.
It would be a very different series, but I would love that.
I feel like that's like the biggest like thing I feel like Eren should have had like a visit from like someone from like the past.
Yeah, it's interesting that Eren was like dormant for so long. Like, he had the Attack Titan for like 4 years before he even realized that he had
you
it.
touching Historia for the first time or something triggered trigger something
Yeah.
like that, or like punching his mom, his not mom. Like,
Yeah, that didn't even happen then. But it was also like this is kind of like how the show just like has played with the mystery and
Yeah.
unraveling the mystery. It's
The
more
me-
about
the mem-
like
the memory-
everything around Aaron.
the memory stuff is very it can be consistent and inconsistent simultaneously.
Yeah, we talked about that before though.
Yeah, but yeah, I think any other things I can predict or.
I'm trying to think. So you basically, I think you kind of covered everything. Very exciting. I'm
Yeah.
so thrilled.
All the Titans are gonna come together. It's weird that they had. I guess it's like, I guess there's gonna be a name for whatever this Aaron form he's taking, but like, I'm like wondering like, I guess it's so weird. That all the other Titans are still around. I felt like that'd be a form he would achieve like once he ate all the Titans or something like that.
Once he
But
consumes
it
all
seems
the
it seems it's
Titans.
not really his objective to eat the other Titans anymore.
No, he kind of got what he wanted. I think
Yeah.
it was more. It's interesting because he was kind of consolidating.
Like, I felt like the whole plot was going to go to maybe him eating all the Titans will probably be like the objective, but like.
It was
Have
almost
a
just
Titan-
like that was in his way.
Yeah.
Like that was just a thing
'Cause
that he was like, oh, I'll just do this because this is in my way to meet Zeke.
Yeah, he just ate the fucking Warhammer.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes sense because like why not? Like, why wouldn't he want to consolidate? And
Less
also,
enemies.
the Warhammer Titan is like a very useful Titan to have
Yeah,
because
but
he
he-
basically can just get out of any situation.
We only
with it
heard
now.
stories that we didn't really know it, like I guess fully right away, because it's kind of a big mystery to even the whole city.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, but he doesn't want to eat his best friend and his like arch enemy best friend.
It'd be really funny if every time he looked at Armin, he saw him as like a big like steak, like a big
Yeah, his
T-bone
head
steak.
just shifts into a fucking turkey.
Yeah, and Aaron's always like licking his lips, like.
I mean, he stopped himself from eating Annie that one time, so.
It's true. And then every time Mikasa looks at Aaron, she sees like a big turkey and she starts licking her lips.
It's just like.
And then she says, Aaron.
She sees like everything just turns to Aaron's head. Fucking tired of me.
It's like in Mob Psycho, how like whenever he looks at any other human, they turn into like a vegetable. But he looks at his crush, and she's like gorgeous and beautiful.
He sees Armin, he sees it beautiful, and sees like a butt when he sees Mikasa. God.
Mikasa turns into a broccoli.
My favorite thing is just like him just never liking Mikasa.
It's very fucking funny. But now we have this whole thing. So it's funny because this is like relevant actually to like Mikasa Armin scene. So they had this whole thing where they were like, Aaron betrayed us, and then they were like, wait, actually Aaron is on our side, and then Armin is like,
he's doing a bit to pretend
Yes.
that he's on like Yelena's side and everything, but like no, Aaron's becoming evil.
it's
Maybe,
like, oh, Aaron is breaking every wall down to kill every human. I'm like, uh-oh.
but not us. He cares about us. Weird.
He's a ball of conflicting emotions.
I'm like, so once he destroys the world, like, would he just like, what would he just make the Titan just come back and just build the wall back up around him?
Yeah.
I
I
don't-
guess so. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I mean, he basically just has
The
like,
logistics of this
God
world.
power.
Some from janky logistics.
Yeah, because right now Aaron is basically God. Like he has total like control of Ymir.
Yeah, like I said, the whole I can do literally anything thing is not really explored at all yet. Of like, what does it mean to literally be able to do whatever in this world with this power?
Like I really want to see like could
Oh.
he make Ymir make every Eldian like 1 inch shorter like than him?
Like I said, like what would it's like a wish or a weird genie wish. If you don't choose your wording correctly, it's just like oh, I don't want them to have kids anymore. Like all the dicks just fall off.
yeah.
Like
That would be very hilarious. Like
Everybody
if that's
just-
how Ymir interpreted it.
all men and women just get smooth.
Yeah,
like,
they just have they become like Barbie and Ken dolls.
yes. And like, what would it mean? Like, it's just like, I mean, maybe they'll talk about it more. But all Aaron is doing is just like, I'm not sure if his new form probably is not like if it's choosing, but like,
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's because his head separated from his body.
yeah, it's weird. A weird
Um,
after effect.
Yeah, maybe he shouldn't have gotten his head.
Good
fucking
job,
shot off.
Gabby. You fucking idiot.
No, we love Gabby.
Another
though.
mess. Another fine mess she got everybody into.
But it's yeah. If only Gabby had aimed 1 inch upwards. Well, that's the thing. Eric.
Imagine she aimed for the balls.
Aaron. Before this happened, Aaron wished to be 1 inch shorter because he knew that Gabby would miss.
But now his head is like fucking Falco's Titan, where he's just like 20 feet tall.
Yeah. All right, I think that's it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else to.
That was kind of like an extra bit of a tangent.
Yeah.
More so. I mean, this is just such a. So fun. I fucking love watching
Sucks
this.
that next week, you just like we're gonna be busy on Sunday, so like it's gonna be hard to like not look up anything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh shit! You were saying I was gonna be busy. I was like, wait, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
be busy. And then I was like,
I'm busy and you're busy.
I am gonna be busy.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. Yeah. So I guess expect that.
Probably Monday.
Yeah.
Tuesday latest.
Yeah.
I know it sucks.
Wait. Let me check my calendar.
You check your calendar, cause.
Let me check my calendar before we make.
Check your schedule. Wait. Yeah.
Wait.
Cause we got the whole Super Bowl and Puppy Bowl that everybody be interested, be busy doing.
Oh wait. No, it's actually the weekend after next.
Oh.
Okay, wait, so...
Well, I'm watching the Super Bowl / Puppy Bowl.
All right, well, I guess that'll be...
I can do afterwards, but yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
It might be on time, but the week after that might not. So
yeah, all right, stay tuned, Jo-ttack.
It will be late. It will be late anyway because of me, but yeah. But yeah, so
well, this one's late anyway.
Yeah.
So
let me plug it up, I guess.
Plug it up, baby boy.
All right, thank you all for listening. Don't forget to do your usual comments about everything and like the video and subscribe if you haven't. Check out our Crunchyroll Award prediction video because we talked about season 1 of Attack on Titan in there. Some of the nominations.
Actually, we have a lot of people in the comments who are not manga people, so it's really fun for me to read people who are also experiencing it, like you.
Okay.
And it's so funny too because like in hushed voices, they're always like I keep hearing the ending's bad, but this is still really good. Like
that's how I am. My mentality, like, how do we end this bad? Aliens.
Hey, we saw a little.
I know.
We saw a little funny little guy.
That's why I said I'm worried.
I wonder what he's gonna do.
I'm Odin. I'm trying to think. What can you hire than Ymir and? But yeah, don't forget. Yeah, like we said, you can check out that the Crunchyroll with a lot of fun doing. Me and Jim like drinking and rambling about anime.
I do actually want to give a bit of an update to that because one of the shows that we didn't watch that was nominated for a lot was Sunny Boy, and today I watched about half of Sunny Boy.
Oh, you watched half of it? Wow!
And I was fucking really into it. I'm super. I love it. I wish I'd seen it already. Big mistake past Jim for not having watched that.
Yeah, I meant just before that, I literally binge watched like Vivi, which is like Wit's like side project that's very fucking good as well. If you have that Attack on Titan itch, check out Vivi.
Vivzy Pop.
It's Vivi, but I like Vivi.
All right.
But
I think that's it, right?
You can follow the podcast on Twitter. You can follow me and Jim separately, and you also join the Discord. And that's all the plugs.
All right, thank you. The Rumbling has started, so please find...
They released a full version of the Rumbling song.
Oh, I need to check that out.
Yes.
You interrupted my bit. You interrupted my funny bit. I was going to say, the Rumbling started. Please walk, do not run to your nearest Rumbling shelter.
Could Aaron command them to run?
Aaron, wait, like, the Eldians? Like, the human?
The
Colossal. I thought you meant the humans, like, run. Like, everyone just started running.
No, they're going to do the default, but can he command them to run even though, like, they probably physically could not actually run?
I don't think they can run physically. They're too bottom heavy.
Just rumble.
It's like, it'd be like if I tied cinder blocks to your feet and made
But if he did the command, would they attempt it and then fall over comedically?
And then he just makes them roll. So then they just have to roll for the
Do you think they'll doggy paddle all the way across the sea?
They'd have to, right? Because unless
they'll just sink and just walk on the seafloor.
They might. Wait, do you think they'd float?
Can they get back up? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because the Titans are described to be pretty light.
Maybe they float.
They might be buibuoyant.
But like
they're just like laying on their backs, like slowly. Like we're coming, Eldia. We're coming, Marley.
Doggy paddles. Like, they had no one. Like Aaron doesn't have any practice of swimming, I guess, other than just hiding under the water to lift the boat up that one time.
Yeah, I guess it's he must have.
Unless they got swim training.
He could have. Wait, I'm trying to think if there's ever a scene where he interacted with water.
Other than maybe at the beach and maybe like in that time period.
In the beginning when he tried to get on the boat, he didn't fall in the water then. I think that Aaron probably knows how to swim.
I don't know. Put in the comments, do you think Aaron can swim, yes or no?
All right, and with that, I think we should end it.
Are you on team swim or team not swim?
I think Aaron can swim.
I don't think he can swim. I mean, not in Titan form. He cannot swim.
Wait, you think he can form in... Wait, in Titan form
he was underwater before... when he grabbed boats out of there in Titan form.
I guess so, but is that swimming? Well, but also if he could swim as a Titan, why can't he swim as a human? That's like the same fucking.
Unless
Titans float.
Unless he cheats by using the memories of past Attack Titans and then
how to swim.
Yeah, learn how to swim via cheating.
He's like, Daddy, tell me how to swim, Daddy.
Aaron Kruger, Godfather Aaron Kruger, please.
Godfather.
He would be his godfather.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I think with that we could end it.
All right. Yes. Goodbye.
And with that, we'll see you when the rumbling starts and we're finally back in real time.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.